It's CCSD Today with your host, Erica Taylor. This week, we get an inside look at North Charleston Creative Arts Elementary School. Hear our exclusive interview with Principal Eric Hansen. And learn about the popular Suzuki Violin class. CCSD Today starts right now.
We're back with another episode of CCSD Today. I'm your host, Erica Taylor, and today we're at North Charleston Creative Arts Elementary School, where you'll have an opportunity to learn all about arts integration. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
I'm Jenna Dewan Tatum.
I'm Julia Ormond.
I'm Machen Amick.
And I'm Rachel Boston.
Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer will claim over 39,000 lives this year, but that won't be me.
Or me.
I won't let that be me.
The end of breast cancer starts with me.
And you.
And you.
And you.
Go to mylifetime.com to get informed and involved.
Brought to you by Cruise Chevy. You've got a friend in the car business.
You're watching another edition of CCSD Today. I'm your host, Erica Taylor, and today we're going to learn all about North Charleston Creative Arts Elementary School. Joining me now is Principal Eric Hansen. Principal Hansen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for being here.
Well, tell me about North Charleston Creative Arts Elementary School, and it's a mouthful.
There's a ton to tell you. We're real excited about what's going on here at North Charleston Creative Arts. We began as a program in 2011. Kathy Middleton was the principal here, and she started the arts integration program here.
Okay.
This year, we just grew a fourth grade, and our overall scope of things is in the next year we will grow to fifth grade as well.
Right.
But we have a full-time academic arts. When we say academic arts, we're talking about our related arts, our special areas.
Okay.
We have full-time staff in the area of drama, music, the visual arts, dance. We have a foreign language, we have a Spanish class, and then we also have a Suzuki Violin program, and we have, and that's an elective, and there's some great details behind that. And the idea here is part of the vision of Mayor Sumian and Dr. McGinley was to, of course, have a creative arts school in all areas or in all zones of Charleston County.
Right.
So we have fulfilled that need here for the students of the North area.
Right.
But we offer things here that other elementary schools do not offer in the way of the arts. Our academic teachers integrate the arts within their lesson plans and within their units, and they co-plan with our academic arts teachers. So the standards in both the academics and in the arts are understood both in the academic classes and the special areas.
That's pretty cool. So tell us a little bit about your academic tenure. You've been in Charleston County for a little over
3 years.
Okay.
I started out as an art teacher.
Wow.
In District 5, Spartanburg County, and I was an art teacher and a wrestling coach in District 5 for 11 years.
Okay.
And then I came to Charleston in the winter of 2011 and was the assistant principal at Pepper Hill. And I came here because my wife received a promotion in Charleston. So we relocated here, and we've been here a relatively short time, but it's really worked out for both of us, and we love it here.
Well, that's awesome. So I want to hear a little bit about some more details about some of your art majors, if you will. Okay. So the Suzuki Violin classes that you have. Tell us a little bit about that.
Suzuki Violin is it's a special program, and our sister school, or maybe even our mother school, is Ashley River Creative Arts. The whole idea is that we're following the same model that Ashley River Creative Arts is following.
Okay.
And with the Suzuki Violin program, the philosophy is that music is much like language, in that what you hear at home is what you develop.
Right.
And the Suzuki Violin program starts with students at our youngest grade levels, and the parents are required to attend lessons once a week with the child. And the idea there is that they can watch and see how the students are learning in school so that they can echo and model that at home when the students are practicing. And you'd be amazed to see what our 5-year-olds are doing with a violin in a very short time.
That's awesome. And just because it's top of mind for me and something that I enjoy, what about your dance program?
Our dance program has taken a different turn this year.
Okay.
Just this year, we have a full-time dance instructor. Kim Majeski is our dance instructor. And last year, dance was part of the academic arts rotation.
Okay.
This year, though, just like Ashley River Creative Arts, we're offering it as an elective, just like Suzuki Violin.
Mm-hmm.
So students elected to go to that class if they want to. And we're basing that program a little bit differently than Ashley River Creative Arts, where they have a strict ballet program. Ours is a ballet program. It's an umbrella of ballet, but Miss Majeski's teaching contemporary and modern as well. And she has been involved in the process of students being picked for SOA.
Wow.
So she knows what they're looking for. And that's part of the original plan here, was our school would offer more diversity, potential diversity for the School of the Arts across the street.
That's awesome. So you talk about across the street. I hear some bulldozers and some other things going on in your backyard. So you do have a beautiful building, but I hear some good news is on the horizon for you.
Good news, some exciting news. I know the community's excited. In fact, I just spoke to the Homeowners Association the other night, and I love talking about what's coming.
Right.
In January of 2016, our new building will open, state-of-the-art facility designed for our arts integration.
Right.
And it's right behind this historic Berry building. We've been honored to be in this building because apparently everything's gone through this building. And so we will be the last, though. And as soon as that building is completed, they will be tearing this down. This whole front area of the building will become a park. There will be a playground here. We'll have parking lot, and then, of course, the building in the back.
Wow.
And I think you guys got a chance to see the progress. Walls are flying up back there. So we're just real excited about that, and of course, what's to come.
Is there anything else that I haven't asked you? Anything else great going on? Something cool you want to share with me and the viewers?
There's a ton going on. We've got right now our spring professional development has started for our staff.
Okay.
Where once a month we have an arts integration expert coming in, and she is doing professional development with my staff here. Our staff, it's an amazing mix of teachers, because a great opportunity for me is I didn't come into a facility where you have that 20-year teacher on staff. We're all brand new walking in, and everybody is so excited and enthusiastic about learning this process, growing this program. And so we've begun our spring professional development, and then in the fall we are going to have a graduate class for arts integration right here on campus. We're going to open it up to the whole district, but I put that in place thinking about my staff and continuing to develop our program, our progress, and again, fulfilling that original vision from Mayor Summey and Dr. McGinley to fulfill the Arts Integration School for the North area. So I'm just really excited about that.
Well, great. And you know what? I mean, we could tell your enthusiasm and your excitement, and I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to meet students, teachers, and see a little bit of that new construction, because, you know, Principal Hanson has told me that the walls are flying up, and I want to see some of that. So you stay tuned so you too can see what's going on here at North Charleston Creative Arts Elementary School. I'm Erica Taylor, and we'll be right back.
The law firm of Young Clement Rivers has been serving the Charleston Low Country since 1968. All of the lawyers of Young Clement Rivers are proud to be partners with the Charleston County School District. We are convinced that the hard work of the school district employees and staff prepares our young people to face the challenges of the future. We look forward to continuing our partnership and in helping the school district to meet its standard of excellence.
Welcome back with more CCSD today, and we're still at North Charleston Creative Arts Elementary School. Joining me now is the Suzuki Violin instructor, Mrs. Seaman. Mrs. Seaman, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to hear about this program. Tell me all about it.
Well, we're in our second year of existence.
Okay.
Last year they started up a violin program because we're a creative arts school, and I just happened to be moving into the area and was very, very lucky and was able to start this position, and it's just been amazing. These students, we started out with about 40 students last year. We've risen to probably between 70 and 80 this year, and it's unbelievable. The students come each week with their parents and have a lesson with me, and then we also work with groups and we do performances, and you just wouldn't believe, kindergartner through 4th grade, these kids learn so much so fast. It's amazing.
I know it's amazing. I'll tell you a secret. I played the cello when I was in elementary through high school, and so definitely string instruments are passion. I'm passionate about them, and you do learn a lot, and the music is beautiful, and so I'm certain that your students are excited. Tell me about how parents react. I mean, it's pretty cool that parents have to come to practices and lessons.
It is very neat. The parents are sometimes a little bit shocked at first that they have to be part of what goes on, but once they see what we're doing and the progress their children make, they just love it. They dive right in with me, and it's just a neat experience for all of us. I've been a teacher for about 21 years now, and I think out of all the jobs I've had in the different states I've taught, by far, this is just the absolute best. I'm so passionate about these children and their development, and just, I don't know, just nothing more rewarding.
Well, let's talk about the instruments. I remember, I think last year we did an appeal district-wide and even to the community for instruments. So do you have enough now? Do students bring in their own instruments? How does that work?
We have a few, but not very many. The students basically provide their own music and instruments, and so we are always looking for people to donate if they have any instruments at home that they don't need anymore. And other than that, it's something that comes right from the children. They come in here, and I work with them, and I help guide them getting the right equipment and music.
And so students are able to elect to take this class, or is it a part of the curriculum?
They elect to take this class because they do have to have that instrument to be able to take home every day. And so unfortunately, we can't open it up to everybody yet because we don't have instruments for all the children. But also, it's an investment in the parents' time. So parents have to be able to have it work with their schedule. Sometimes parents work too far away and they don't have a family member that can work with their child. So
right, but hopefully that every child who wants to be a part of this class has the opportunity. And so you have about 40 students now?
The last time I counted was between 70 and 80 some. It's awesome. A lot of students.
That's awesome. And so tell me about your performances. How often do you have those?
We do a couple a year right now because we are still learning. We're only in our second year, so our most advanced students only have a year and a half under their belt. Wow. So we do wintertime performances, and we also do springtime performances, and at the end of the school year we do a formal recital where the students learn the whole process of the etiquette and just the whole protocol of what it is to give a recital, because there's a lot involved in just playing the instrument, and so they learn that whole process. We do a reception with it. They learn how to do the invitations and how you invite people. It's just really neat. It's a lot of fun.
Well, in your own words and what you think, how important does this class, the impact that it has on the students when they take just math and reading and other classes? I mean, I know we integrate arts throughout this entire curriculum, but specifically this class, what do you think?
Not every child learns the same, and some students can maybe handle more of a traditional style of learning, but some students do not thrive under that at all. I have some students this year alone that are, one in particular who's in 1st grade, struggled to stay focused and disciplined long enough to stand still and play the instrument. Just talked to the classroom teacher this week. That child is not only thriving in violin beyond my expectation at this point, it also has done the same benefits for him in the classroom, and where that child is just leaps and bounds ahead of where he was before. So it's just all about that discipline that you receive within the playing the violin that really just helps you out in so many different areas.
And that's so important. Is there anything else that you'd like for me to ask you, or something you'd like to share?
Just keep us in mind. If anybody would like to come learn more about our program, please come to our school. We are new, and it's just amazing. Our teachers are awesome here, and I just can't wait till we get in our new building and be able to offer this awesome type of style of learning. It's great.
So, Ms. Seaman, thank you so much for all that you do for the students here at North Charleston Creative Arts Elementary School and for Charleston County School District. I am so excited to see what this program is going to look like in a few years. We appreciate you, and I know you appreciate her as well. Stay tuned. More CCSD today. We'll be right back. How do you like your Suzuki Violin class?
I absolutely love it. It's really fun, and it's really good if you want to grow up to be like someone who plays music or a musician, and I just love it. It's very fun learning all the songs.
I like it because I like learning the songs because it's really educating and mostly fun.
I actually wouldn't have been in this class if it wasn't for my little brother.
Why is that?
He just wanted to join, and our dad made us all join. And since then, it's grown on me.
So do you like it now?
Yep.
It's really fun, and I've been playing my mom's guitar when I was super little, and I've wanted to have my own instrument.
I like it because it's fun and educating, and you get to learn music, know how to play musical instruments, and it's really fun when you get to learn how to do it.
Some problems are tough. Reaching your customers shouldn't be. Blue Wave and Comcast have the creative edge to make you stand out from the crowd and connect with your customers. Whether you need a commercial for television, video for your website, or a custom-made website, we are the easy solution for every advertising problem.
I'm Jenna Dewan Tatum.
I'm Julia Ormond.
I'm Machen Amick. And I'm Rachel Boston.
Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer will claim over 39,000 lives this year, but that won't be me. Or me.
I won't let that be me.
The end of breast cancer starts with me.
And you.
And you.
And you.
Go to mylifetime.com to get informed and involved.
Brought to you by Cruise Subaru of Charleston. You've got a friend in the car business.
We're back with more CCSD today. Still here at North Charleston Creative Arts Elementary School, learning all about the great opportunities that they are providing for our students. So joining me now is first grade teacher, Ms. Donahue. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I got to ask you the question, because I've been hearing this term the whole entire day, and it's arts integration. So tell me what that is.
Well, I think the Kennedy Center says it best.
Okay.
They have an official definition for arts integration, and I'll read it to you. Arts integration is an approach to teaching which students construct and demonstrate understanding. Through an art form, students engage in a creative process which connects an art form and another subject area and meets evolving objectives in both. So I think they say it best. Okay. So really bringing one of the arts, whether it be visual arts, dance, drama, music, and incorporating it within one of our core subjects here for me in a first grade setting.
Well, tell me, give me an example of what that means. What does that look like?
Okay. Growing up, my mom was a visual arts teacher, so honestly that comes most easy for me to try to get the kids involved in. An example of something we've done recently in math, we were doing subtraction number stories, and I really wanted a way to get them excited about subtraction number stories and really just drive drive home the point of, taking away. So I started thinking, what artist could I incorporate and bring? And I really had to kind of stretch this one, but I thought of Roy Lichtenstein, and he, most of his art, very dramatic. Oh no, and there's like little speech bubbles where they're like, oh, I'd rather do this than go there with him. It's like really dramatic and like, oh no. And we'd been talking about how subtraction, you have something and then some goes away. So we actually did our self-portraits, Roy Lichtenstein style. So I showed them the artist, showed him his work and his style, his Ben-Day dot style, and they did their self-portrait inspired by him. And then they created a speech bubble. And in the speech bubble, they created their own subtraction story to kind of go along with their self-portrait. So a lot of them were making these like dramatic faces. And an example might be, I had, 4 basketballs in my bag and one rolled away, where did it go? So they were really like having fun with that. So they got to be a part of it. They were their self-portrait. They learned a little bit about Roy and a little bit of his background and his style, and then they were able to bring the math in with it. So it really brought home that, takeaway, dramatic, part of the subtraction. So they had a good time with that. And in fact, I got a scarf for Christmas and there were polka dots on it. I was like, oh, I love this polka dot scarf with these little owls. And the boy's like, oh no, those are Ben-Day dots. And I'm like, yeah, like Roy Lichtenstein. So they really, they really grab a hold of the arts when you bring that in too. So, yeah, it's exciting.
And I mean, it must make you feel great as an educator that they are actually grasping the concepts that you're teaching. Any other great examples? Because I mean, it seems like if I were a fly on the wall, I can visualize everything you just said, you know? And I think that that's important for me, for our viewers who are watching, that this style of education is very important. And our students are really learning.
Well, it just gets them interested, it's fun for them, and it's fun for me. So another example is science. And a lot of times science is very abstract, like the solar system. And even for me as an adult, it's hard to remember, okay, is the sun in the middle and the earth rotates, or is it the earth and the sun? So I was like, what better way than to let them become the sun and the earth? And we just did this last week and they had a great time with it. I have some little scarves back there, and so I gave one kid a yellow scarf and they became the sun, so they danced in the middle. And then I let another child come over and they had green and blue, so they were earth. And so they had the scarves and they were dancing, and they were dancing around. So again, just bringing that content, the science, to life through, this time not the visual arts, but dance. And so they were moving around. So, I just feel that later down the road, I feel like you're going to remember, oh, okay, wait, I was the sun and I was in the middle. I didn't go anywhere. I just danced with my yellow scarf in the center, while the earth, I feel like that brings that to life, and they're going to remember that so much more than if they were just reading, reading about that. Because there again, I'm sure my teachers, taught me that, but like I didn't have that type of experience, and now I'm having to go back and teach myself something like that. Whereas if I would have had a hands-on experience through the arts, there's a chance I'll remember it better, and then have fun while I'm doing it. So.
I mean, just in talking to you before this interview and looking around your room, I mean, so creative and so engaging, and I'm sure your students and their parents really appreciate this type of experience, because I am certain that, just like you said, they're going to remember. Was I the sun? Was I dancing? What was I doing? And those are the things that I think students, even at such a young age, are able to connect to as they matriculate through their educational career. Tell me a little bit. So, if you weren't doing arts integration, what do you think you would be doing?
Well, and that's just it. It can't be arts integration all day, every day. So there are definitely times where it's, you're sitting and you're listening to the teacher give a little mini lesson and you're taking in, and then there's something to be said about that paper, pencil paper work that is needed. So if I'm not doing the arts, we are doing more traditional school, but it is fun to have those little points throughout each week where we really bring it to life.
And so let me ask you, so since you have, your dance and you have drama and you have music, we talked to some students in the Suzuki Violin class. I think that these types of schools, and I know it was the goal of district administration and even community support, to have a school like this creative arts school in every zone. And I think it's important as well, because you have the students who are more creative, who want this type of environment to learn, and you just never know the nuggets of knowledge that you instill in these children. You know, you may have the next great artist right here in your class. And so that's so exciting to me, and I'm sure it's exciting to you as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So is there anything else that I haven't asked you that you'd like to share with me?
I feel like we've really covered it all. I think the big idea just to take away from this is that with the arts, it's all about, you know, the process, the creative process, and very hands-on, and it engages them. Some of those big words, you know, right from that awesome definition. So yeah, just knowing that that's kind of the big idea, is just to really engage the students and to have the two forms come together to solidify the learning.
Right. Well, great. Well, thank you for what you do for our students, Ms. Donahue.
Thank you so much.
You're watching CCSD Today. Stay tuned, because we'll be right back.
I'm Jenna Dewan Tatum.
I'm Julia Ormond.
I'm Machen Amick. And I'm Rachel Boston.
Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer will claim over 39,000 lives this year, but that won't be me. Or me.
I won't let that be me.
The end of breast cancer starts with me.
And you.
And you.
And you.
Go to mylifetime.com to get informed and involved.
Locally sponsored by Ford. Ford is in the race for the cure.
The law firm of Young Clement Rivers has been serving the Charleston Low Country since 1968. All of the lawyers of Young Clement Rivers are proud to be partners with the Charleston County School District. We're convinced that the hard work of the school district employees and staff prepares our young people to face the challenges of the future. We look forward to continuing our partnership and in helping the school district to meet its standard of excellence.
Here's a question for you. What does this look like? It may look like a blank screen, but it's really an opportunity for you to reach your customers. With a great television commercial, video for your website, or website design, Comcast and Blue Wave Productions can create the right message to get you noticed. Call today and take the opportunity to make your business stand out from the crowd.
So there you have it, another exciting show. We've been here at North Charleston Creative Arts Elementary School learning all about arts and fusion. I do hope that Mr. Hanson allows me to come and take 1 or 2 of those Suzuki Violin classes. They seem so interesting. I'll have to dust off my violin and cello and give it a try. But you've been watching CCSD Today. We appreciate you joining. We want you back with us next week. I've been your host. It's been a pleasure. See you next week.